Hello, and welcome to a Wednesday night live stream. Hopefully, you're having a good day, and hopefully, you're excited about the holidays. Hopefully, you have plans. Um, my schedule was a little bit off this week, so we're here live on Wednesday night instead of the normal Tuesday night, which is delayed from the usual Monday night. So, anyway, uh, if you're here, glad you found us or found me. Hopefully, you're having a good day. I see the chat is already very active, so let's jump right in and see who's here tonight. As usual, Grish is first. Um, Almost every live stream ever, Grish is first. Kevin, welcome in, Kevin. Nice to see you. Eric, nice to see you. Jeremy is here. Joe. Haley, hi, hon. How are you? Hi, hubby. If you haven't, please go follow her on YouTube. She's going to start posting videos here soon, and you might learn something. In fact, you will learn something. Yeah, so please go like Haley's page. I don't. Sorry, I'm not understanding that. Yeah, isn't this an eloquent set? It's a drywall and paint. See, Grish gets it. We can focus on the talent right here. We can focus on the talent. That's all I need to worry about. Background's irrelevant. I actually do have plans for a background. I've seen a couple things online and kind of got an idea about what I think would work best. It's going to have color changing LEDs because at one point, I'm not sure if you're still interested, hun, but we talked about using the same set for both of our channels. And, we could change the lighting based on whose channel it is. And so I think I kind of want to go that route. So there's at least it's not a tech background or whatever it is. It's kind of more of a generic background, but that we can just change the lights on it and use it for multiple things. So Eric says, no distractions from the content. Yeah, I went way overboard. That's true. If I did a green wall, I could do a green screen. I believe the black magic switcher I have will do that. I suppose I could do that. I never wear green on these streams, so who knows? Clear Left Media, that'd be Kurt. I actually just texted you, Kurt. Welcome in. So it looks like currently there are 10 viewers on here, 6 likes. Please hit that like button. As tradition on this channel, I will give you an update on my subscriber count, which is 1,744 subscribers. Actually still amazed by that. So if you're a subscriber, I thank you for that. The watch hours are still pretty low, unfortunately. They're down to 2,243. But it's not about that. It's about the fun of being live and talking to you guys. And right now my videos are averaging about 80-ish views a video. So, I mean, it's not bad. But yeah, so if you can like and subscribe and comment, I would appreciate it. And it looks like 3 of you just left. So I don't know what happened. Hopefully the stream is still up and running because, but yeah, so anyway, let's see here. Oh, Haley's going to turn off and watch a movie. Well, I love you too, and have a good night. Clear Life Media. Oh, no, Grish. I think they actually. I think Kurt told me that they had crazy amount of views. I don't remember if it was 200 or what it was. And yes, Haley is at her parents' house for the holiday. So we're gonna have a party later. I mean, we're gonna Pook and I are just gonna hang out or do some. I don't know what we'll do. Might get in trouble. Who knows? It's a fun night. Anyway, party. Kevin says. Okay. So yeah. So basically, I kind of I have to do some work at the radio station, and I honestly haven't touched Rivendell in several months. So I figured it would probably be a good time to fire up that old VM that I set up and see if it A, works, and B, if I can update it and have it still working. And then if I can do that, I need to test out dropboxes. And now Rivendell, when you refer to dropboxes in Rivendell, you basically refer to watch folders where you can put content, and then Rivendell will automatically pick it up and import it and convert it and all that stuff to the database so that you can play it on air. We're having a problem with the Dropboxes, it sounds like, so I'm needing to refresh myself. So selfishly, this stream's kind of more about me getting back into Rivendell and maybe exposing you guys to something that you haven't seen before. Dropboxes are a very popular topic on the Rivendell forums, and if I can get to a place where we have a good Dropbox tutorial, I'm going to clip that part of the stream and turn it into a standalone video for people who are having trouble with Dropboxes. That, of course, requires us to do several things to get there, so we probably should get started. Eric's party. Well, Joe says maybe we'll send alcohol. You already did that once, which was still hilarious, by the way. I still can't believe you did that. This is a good point. If you are doing it, one of the reasons why virtual machines are awesome is because you can take a snapshot before you do anything, and therefore if you break it, you can go back to where you started. If the Rivendell VM doesn't work, this is going to be an interesting stream. Yeah, if the Rivendell doesn't work, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Grish, I believe if you go look up Clear Life Media on Facebook, I believe that's where the stream was. Or they're Clear Life Media on YouTube. I know that. Speaking of Dropbox, we just hit 28 terabytes. Wow. Nice. That's a lot of video. Toro. And yes, TVJ, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. I need to I should use AI to recreate that clip so I could use it as like an intro. That'd be funny. If you don't know about that clip, Google it. Or Ask AI, we're doing it live, and see what it tells you. Of course, if I know Joe, he probably already is trying to use AI to generate that clip or something similar, and will send it to me during the stream, because that's just how Joe works. If you remember, at one point Joe built a website, bought a domain name and built a website just to do something funny during the stream. So that's how we roll here. Down to 7 viewers. I think I said that earlier. My point exactly. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. We're doing it live stinger or open or whatever. And I think it'd be hilarious if it was that Bill O'Reilly clip, but done in AR and AI, so it's not copyright protected. Because the last thing I want to do is get my channel flagged for using copyright material. Oh, Joe's driving somewhere. He can't do it right now. Yes. Well, no. The JAU website was built during the stream, and I believe he even took a screen grab. I kind of feel like there's a screen grab. Um, I could be wrong, but yeah, basically he did the JAU thing, uh, bought the website, built the website during the stream, because I think either I suggested it or I forget how that came about. But either way, it was, as Eric pointed out, yes, it was pretty epic. Um, and actually, the funny part about that is I still laugh because I remember when domain name changes or domain new domains took like a day to replicate through the internet. And so the fact that he bought the domain and it worked in the stream, like I just find it hilarious because I remember days where it took like you literally had to wait like a day or two for any DNS changes to replicate. I mean, I go back, I go back pretty far. Actually, I think most of you probably go back that far. I think most of you are or similar in age, I should say. I don't remember my reaction at all. I just remember it being hilarious, but I am curious what I did. I did. I don't know if you guys have noticed. You probably haven't. I did actually go back and hide some of the old streams for various reasons, and left like only like the good ones or the ones that like were popular. It actually did help boost my channel quite a bit when I went back and hid the ones that were not popular. Um, but of course, that wave's gone because we're back to 2,200 watch hours. But yeah. Oh, that's right. You're like 20 something. Oh, to be young again. Anyway, so let's just jump in and we'll see what happens tonight. So I, oops, need to do this first. So this is Zen Orchestra. This is how I do my virtualizations or virtualization. I have, in case you haven't seen this setup, I have two servers. One is master and one is basically the secondary or whatever they call it. In this case, I call it the secondary host. They're identical machines, so they're in a pool configuration. So you see I have one pool. These are some pretty healthy or beefy machines. I have quite a bit of machines on here, I should say. Yeah, can't talk tonight. Most of them are on host one because host one is the machine that stays on. Host two, I usually leave off unless I'm testing something, just because I don't want to waste power. And so here we are with our Rivendell machine. And I'm going to, as Grish suggested, take a snapshot. And now, for those who don't know, basically it took a picture of the virtual machine as it exists right now. And now when I turn it on and I make changes, if those changes break anything, I can come back in here and go to revert the VM to the snapshot and basically go back in time. And this is such a healthy thing to do and get used to doing. It will save your bacon sometimes, and I mean, just you never know how just important snapshots are until you've needed them. So make a snapshot if you can on a virtual machine before doing anything big. And then if you wanted to get crazy, you could export that snapshot and save it somewhere else and do all that stuff. But anyway, now that we're here, we're going to turn the VM on. And we're going to go to the console and we're going to see what happens. I don't even remember if I have a VNC session into this or how this works. It's been a long time. Eric says, no guts, no glory. Boot it up. Well, we just did, so let's see what happens. So far, not so good. What is happening? Oh, there we go. So this is Rivendell 4 built on Linux Mint, which is a Debian Ubuntu delineation or whatever you want to call it. And so obviously, well, it boots. That's good. I really wish I could do this full screen. So we open up AirPlay. So Rivendell's main client or main thing is called AirPlay, and I really need to get this. I really need to get this on a VNC. That's what I'm thinking. Wow. So it looks like it is playing. At least seems like it's playing. And there's lots of updates to do, which I kind of figured there would be. I'm pretty sure this VM is set up where there's a streaming server on it. There's some sort of web player. 8080? Nope, that's not it. What is Shoutcast? I think it's Shoutcast was on here. Default port. 8,000. That was close. Icecast. Here we go. So, interesting. You would think it'd be on here and it'd be showing you. So Icecast is a streaming server, and it's running on the server because it's basically trying to stream to itself, and then you can come here and listen to it. This was working at one point. I don't think it's working now. Let me go back to see if I can't get a VNC session so this will look better for you guys. That is not what I wanted to do. Please hold. Actually, while you're doing this, I'm curious to know how many people actually use VNC and what your favorite VNC client is. So please put that down below. Who uses VNC? And if you do, what's your favorite client? VNC Rivendell. Huh, okay. I need the IP address apparently. I am trying to get my favorite session or my favorite program right now is MOBA Xterm because it does like everything, including VNC. So off camera or off screen, I'm trying to get this set up so see if it actually works. Which it is not. So that's, why does that not work? Weird. Can I even remote into this thing? Root. Can I show you guys this? I think I can. There's nothing here that's secret. So I'm trying to get into my machine. Wow. I don't... This might go down in the history as the worst demo ever because I can't even get into the machine. Actually, no, this happened before. What did I do? I forgot. I had the same thing happen before where I couldn't get in. Hey, look at that. Oh, that's because the username was wrong. Or the host name was wrong. So let's try the session system. No service. Jeez, this is gonna be fun. No X11. Maybe the first thing we do is we set up a remote session so we can actually VNC into this thing. So Jeremy doesn't use VNC directly, he uses Splashtop. Got 1 vote for real VNC, 1 vote for tight VNC. Rust Desk. I've heard of Rust Desk, but I've never used it before. Is it free? Toro. This is like one of my recent calls. Yeah, probably does. All right, so let me go find my notes because I have notes that I took. And I have a whole VNC service setup. So I'm going to paste this here. I'm going to basically create a service file. Then I'm going to describe the service file, or and this is not a tutorial. This is just kind of me making this work so we can actually do fun things. Ah, crap! I forgot to do no sudo whack whack, which is, if you didn't know, that runs the previous command as sudo. So now we can paste it and we can save it and it'll actually work this time. Then we can do a sudo reload, sudo x11 vnc. Helps if I spelled enable right. And then we do a sudo systemctl start x11. And then we I forgot to do the password, which I should have done probably before I did this. But basically, I can run this command. Or not. Sudo apt install. There we go. Probably should have done that first. Then we can run our command, give it a password, verify our password, write password to yes. And then I think we have to copy it out of the root folder. At least I'm just what I've always had to do. Which probably is not secure. But now if I go back here and delete session. Nope. So if you haven't seen MOBA Xterm, this is what it is. And basically I can go to a session. I can do any of these things, SSH, Telnet, RDP, FTP, Serial, Shell, Amazon. It's awesome. So now I'm going to do my VNC host, enter my password. Ah, crap. It didn't work either. What'd I do wrong? That always works. Failed to connect to host. All right, what'd I do wrong? Someone's probably screaming at this thing right now. Failed to spawn. No such thing. Oh, they did it out of order. That's probably why. So now if we start it, and we check the status, now it's running. Helps if you do it in the right order. Hey, look, it's a session. And apparently I can't run it full screen. Well, crap. Did not expect that. Come on. What is going on? Come on. Clear Life Media says he uses AnyDesk. I've used AnyDesk in the past. It's nice. Grish says that Rust Desk is free and open source alternative. Well, that's good. Jeremy wants to play with Rust Desk, but CrowdStrike blocks it. CrowdStrike will complain about everything. That's kind of its point. It'll definitely tell you to not do your job, that's for sure. Deleted macros from a spreadsheet. MOBA Xterm uses tight VNC. Yeah, I saw that pop up. It's not a firewall thing because there's no firewall by default. Yep, we did that. What's the key to exit? That's a great question. I don't know why I don't even I don't even know why I can't see it right now. Looks like the session. Okay, so let's just try it again. Man, I wish I could. Oh, detach tab. Well, hey, that's at least viewable. So yeah, so there's this, and then we should probably do updates. So I'm gonna close this out, and do I dare try to go full screen again? Yeah, it worked this time. So sudo apt update. Apparently it's raining outside because my sump pump just ran. Huh. Sudo apt upgrade. And because we're doing it live, I'm just going to hit yes and go. And now we're going to watch it run a million updates. I can't tell you the last time this VM was on, so I don't know how many versions or whatever this is behind. Grish wants to know how the backup battery unit is. It's been doing good. I haven't actually had to use it. I mean, luckily, but I did unplug it the other day and let it drain itself down because it said in the instruction manual to basically do that from time to time. So I did it just to see how it worked. It doesn't last as long as I would think it would last without being plugged in, which is kind of annoying. But it did work. I mean, it did seem to hold a charge for a while, and then it was happy when I plugged it back in, and so yeah. If you have an EcoFlow or any kind of battery backup unit, make sure you A, test it, and B, you train it down because they do not like to be charged up forever. No. That's funny, Toro, but no. I am not going to run that command. And nobody should either, unless you really know what you're doing. Which, if you're doing this command and you don't know what it is, it'll erase whatever folder structure you're in. Can't blame me for trying. But see, this is why we took a snapshot, because I could do that and then I would just simply go back and go wink and we go back to where we were before. So it wouldn't be a bad thing. So, but I applaud you for trying. Yes, Grish says lithium ion batteries in general, including laptops, should be discharged. I can't I can't count the number of batteries we've had at work come downstairs and my battery doesn't work anymore. And I'm like, have you ever taken this laptop off the charger? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, then no wonder the battery doesn't work. I had one that I honestly thought was about to explode because, I mean, it was like if this is flat, it was so bowed out, the plastic was like cracking. And I was like, there's no way that's good, like, or safe. Um, it was pretty bad. And then I don't know, I'm not even sure how it got that bad because like that should have took some time. Like that just didn't happen overnight. I mean, I don't think it did. And so, like, how bad was it for a month or two before the operator or the owner of that laptop said, "Hey, is this okay?" So we're gonna go back here and see. We're gonna see how bad or good the updates are. Yeah, swelling batteries, never a good thing. Never. It's like watching paint dry. Oh, but you know what I can do while we wait for that? I can go on a rant about how good names get bought by companies and then go to shit. We bought an Alienware laptop because somebody wanted a high performance editor that had to be portable. So when someone said they wanted to do a video editing and they have to do video editing in the field or like on a laptop, I'm thinking, well, standard laptops probably not going to work very well. But you know who used to make really good high performance machines was Alienware. So we bought an Alienware laptop, and this thing has had more problems since day one than any laptop we've ever had. And like literally, the power supply started smoking one day. Like literally, smoking was coming out of the power supply. We had to pay to get that fixed, even though it was under warranty. I'm like, it's your power supply, and it started smoking. So then the operator, if you will, dropped the laptop. So that's obviously on us. But dropping the laptop in just it wasn't very far. Somehow managed to kill the USB bus, which is redundant because it's universal serial bus. So killed the USB, system, and now like none of the USB A ports will work. The USB C ports will work, but even if we plug in a dock that's USB C, the USB A ports on the dock won't work. So like we can't plug a keyboard or mouse in anymore. We can't plug a thumb drive in, but you can plug in a USB dock and get monitors, or you can plug the dock and you can get Ethernet. You can plug in a USB-C to USB-C and your phone will work. But anything that's USB-A on this laptop is now shot. Like it will not work. Just mind-blowing, because I remember growing up and hearing about Alienware thinking, oh my God, they build crazy, insane machines. And then we buy one of their laptops and it's literally like the worst laptop ever. Kind of crazy. I reloaded chat thinking maybe you guys, maybe it was broken, but apparently it's just quiet. All right, let's go back to the session. Almost done. So I'm curious if any of you had issues with, if any of you ever had an Alienware system, and if you have, I'm curious what you thought of it. So apparently the VNC client on this MOBA X term is not exactly the best. I get that I killed the machine, but I don't think it should crash MOBA X term. No, I believe Dell bought Alienware. No. Yes, actually, no. The whole VM, all the VM storage is SSDs. It's a RAID array of SSDs. All right. So yeah, this was an Alienware laptop we bought this year, so this would be after Dell bought them. All right, so let's just see if well, that's not a good sign. um, that's really not a good sign. Though if we did a huge update, we probably have to update the database. Anytime you update Rivendell, you got to come in here and go to um, yeah, see the databases now don't match. So we're going to come into the database tool. So to modify your database, yes. Database modified. So now we can come in here and this tool should work. It does. Rivendell AirPlay. This will probably require a oops, force quit. I forget the keyboard command or the shortcut thing to do it, so I'm just going to do a restart again. Cancel. But I'm going to escape out of my terminal session first. Issue a reboot. Yes. And here we can see how fast this thing will actually reboot. Because it's a RAID array of SSDs. Yeah, no, the Rivendell broke, not the OS. Oh, so maybe I thought Alienware was good. Well, this power supply, I mean, I think this power supply it's probably like this big, if not bigger. I mean, in like it's here's a cell phone for comparison. Like the current power supply on the Alienware is like massive. It's not a small power supply, and that's on like a laptop we bought like this year. So let me connect again because it's already rebooted. Detach. Full screen. And let's go here and try it again. Woohoo! And it plays audio. What about imagine that? So one of the big things about Rivendell is that in the old version, in version 3, you couldn't resize the window. So the fact that I can resize the window is kind of cool because for years you could never resize the window. So looks like it's working. I wish that I had a streaming setup so I could actually confirm that this is streaming. So let's do so let's log in and let's do did I set this up sudo system or wait where are we at? It looks like Jack is working. Jack is the audio routing. I mean, it looks like oh, maybe not. What was the last thing I did before I set up all this stuff? Oh, it's playing with router. Okay, that maybe explain why it's broken. So we did set up, I did set up a Jack route. So it looks like it's taking Rivendell and routing it to 2 different places. So I wonder, so Glasscoder is a audio encoder system. So I wonder if I do nothing. Huh. So router's working. I forget what router is. What is router now? Huh. So obviously we figured out that you can update the system. That's not a problem because we just did that. We jumped several versions and it's happy. So that's good. Now I really want to figure out where I left this in terms of streaming because I would love to be able to actually hear this. Yeah, it's always good to have. It's always good to have documentation and a testing procedure. That's always a good thing. I just wish I could remember where we left this and why I don't have any audio. Because if I go back to I'm guessing there used to be There used to be, I was trying to do something. So, crap. Is Glass Coder even installed on here? Yeah, Glass Coder's already installed. Now I got some stuff I can remove. Not that that's gonna fix this, but oh, system. All right, what is router again? I need to look it up. That's because we got to figure this out. Router audio. Oh, router is a recording system. That's right. That's not what I'm looking for. That's right. I was trying to figure out how to make a logging system. But if we look back here at this Jack Plumbing thing, Jack Plumbing should have the output going to Glass Coder, and Glass Coder should be running, and it's not. I wish I remembered how this worked. So let this be a lesson for everybody. Document your stuff. There's too many files in there. Crap. Glass Coder. Oh, how do you only display a thing again where you do, like, I only want to look at certain. Oh, I want to look at J. I'm guessing it's. Grish, what's the command to do a listing but only show like things that start with J? I know you know. Ah, crap. Sorry, guys. I have too many windows open. Jeremy, are you still here? If you are, what's the command to list things by alpha, like only by a certain letter? Oh yeah, that's right. You grep it, don't you? There you go. Thanks, Toro. Jack Connect. Cat Jack Connect. Oh, that's a program. Never mind. Thank you for the grep command, because that's what I was looking for, Toro. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. I mean, that's getting the results I wanted, but I'm not seeing the. There should be a start command. All right, let's go back to here, and I can show you this, where we can come into Rivendell, admin, host. We can modify our host, and I'm pretty sure under Jack, So there should be an encoder start command. We're gonna grep. Oops. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna cat encoder start. Oh, the URL's IP address is wrong. That's why it doesn't work. Son of a biscuit. I don't know where I got that from, but oops. Probably shouldn't hard code IP addresses into things, but bet you it works now. Oh yeah, that probably would have worked too. That's a good one. That's what it feels like right now. That's what it feels like. And this stream is by far not popular at all because I am down to 4 viewers. I'm pretty sure it's Eric, Toro, Grish, and Alonzo at this point. I think everyone else is left. Oh well, we're having fun. At least I'm having fun. So now, if I bet money, if we go over here to the streaming server, seriously, we still don't have a... Oh, come on. Oh, wait. Rivendell didn't actually start. Detach, full screen, Rivendell, AirPlay. Add. So now we go back to the other window. Well, crap. Crap. Still not working. What did I do wrong now? 79. Oh, I didn't like cat the wrong thing, did I? I wrote the wrong IP address. Damn it. Damn it, Jay. Well, first of all, we're gonna get rid of the damn IP address. RD YouTube. Then we're going to cat it, make sure I did it right. There we go. And yes, I like to reboot because I want to actually see it work. So Eric's still here. Okay, good. Don't feel bad. You have to set up VoIP in a Cisco router. Ooh, yeah. Ew. I like live labs. Oh yeah, Jeremy's probably working on midweek news. Or hanging out in the driveway while I work on my truck. Well, I don't own a truck, unfortunately. Yes, Toro, I did. I put the wrong IP address in again. I would say I feel sorry for you, but at this point, you've paid nothing. So the quality of the content is directly proportional to the amount you paid for it. Yeah, I just like rebooting things to see if they start up the way they're supposed to start up. Because that's what, you know. So let's check out. Let's go back to this. Oops. Gotta get your thing off the screen. So we go back to the session. And I know you're entertained. This is entertaining stuff. AirPlay. And we load the page. What do you know? It works now. So if I open up this and I play it, I don't know what kind of audio that is, but it's audio, so therefore it works. And I'm going to stop the channel and play tone. And then you guys can see how long it actually takes to... So what is that? 5 seconds? 3? Right, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. So it's 5 seconds behind. But you can see this works. That's the whole point. So now we've upgraded Rivendell, and we have audio flowing out of it. So therefore, we are 2 for 3 tonight. Can we get the third one to work? Let's find out. So I'm going to actually do one more thing. I'm going to shut this down, and I'm going to do a snapshot. I don't have to shut it down, but I feel like I should. So shut down. Goodbye. And now that I did a host name, I know that'll work the correct time next time. So now I'm in Rivendell, or I'm in Zen Orchestra again, and I'm going to create a new snapshot. And I'm going to call this Shoutcast Working with Host Name. And so I could go back to where we started. Gosh, was that 50 minutes ago? Holy shit. And then I could go back to this Shoutcast Working with a Host Name. So now we know where we are in the flow, and we got it working, which is awesome. Come back here. Close. Jeremy says, it's Joe's fault. I don't know how, but it just is. You're probably right. It probably is Joe's fault somehow. Toro says he's entertained. That is true. We are actually at this point we have updated Rivendell and it works. So it meets and exceeds all requirements. I feel like we're at graduation. You know, the people have met and exceeded all requirements to graduate. You know, blah blah. Third side quest. Can the level boss be far behind? That's a good Mario reference. We are, in fact, past 1 JEU. Hi, Joe. No, not you, the other Joe. Currently, I think there's only one Joe. I think Tech for Fun hasn't said a word in a while, so I'm guessing he arrived at his location or wherever he was going. I'm not sure what he was doing, but I'm guessing based on the fact that there's only 4 viewers here right now. Oh, no, there's 6. I'm guessing he had to go do something. How are you enjoying your week off, Joe? All right. So now that we did that, we need to remind myself how dropboxes work, because that's the whole point of getting this machine up and running again, is to actually set up dropboxes. So if we come into Rivendell, we come into admin, there's a thing called dropboxes, and they're underneath the host. So dropboxes. Oh, Toro's off until Monday. That's good. I'm off until Friday. I could, in theory, be off all weekend, but there's a big event on Saturday that I'm going to for work, and so we're actually leaving Friday to go down and prepare, and then we're going to stay down there, and then we'll do the game on Saturday, and then come home. So, could have had the weekend off, but Joe, are you still here? If you are, say something. I don't know if you're still here or not. So, Joe is a big fan of my dog, who happens to be right here. So this is Puka, who's not amused that I just picked her up out of her sleep. But she's right here in a little chair next to me sleeping, at least she was. And Joe is a big fan of Pukas. You know you're on YouTube, Pooks? All right, we'll go back to sleep. Carla. So there you go, Joe. Now you had a reason for joining. All right, so you're probably not wrong. If I just made a video of Puka, I'd probably get a lot more views. Carla. I should make a dog video and just post that. Alrighty, so, oops. All right, let's go back to here. So, Dropboxes, like I said, are basically folders you can drop files into, and it'll pick them up automatically. So there's copyright free, dance, and so, okay, so it looks like those are set up. Now the question becomes is, if I go back to so there's this RD library tool, which should show you all the music in here. And if I go here and go to music import, nope. That's interesting. Where was that Dropbox set up for? Oh, RD transfer music. So if I go in here to, let's just go find a file somewhere. Computer. So by default, Rivendell puts all of its stuff in var, snd, and they're in WAV files. So I'm going to go make a copy of that one out. I'm going to rename this to be Dropbox test. I'm going to go back to home and transfer. I'm going to go put it in, just going to put it in dance. So I'm going to drop this file into dance, assuming the Dropboxes are working. This file will disappear. There, it's gone. If I go back here, I probably need to refresh this, but I forget how you do that. So we're just going to close that. We'll go back here, Rivendell RD library. Oh, right there. Imported from Dropbox, and I can play it. Well, if I had sound, I could play it. So if we go back to Rivendell, and I open my streaming file again, I should hear tone. Yep. And I'm going to go add. Imported from Dropbox test.wave. It's the same thing. So therefore, great, that worked. So the Dropbox is working. It imported the file and it can play it. I call that a success. That's 3 for 3. We got Rivendell updated. We confirmed and fixed that there's audio coming out of Rivendell. And I took a snapshot of it just in case. And the Dropboxes are working. So now I remember how that whole system works. What I'm going to do is probably finish this stream. And then I'm going to take a couple screenshots and document what I just did, so that I can remember exactly where we were next time. Been going for over an hour. I feel like that's a pretty good length. Hopefully you all enjoyed this. Hopefully you all learned something. If not, at least you had a good time. No. So, at least not that I'm aware of. No, it does not have a workflow to put a Dropbox file into the playlist. There probably is a way to do that. I don't know what it is. That would be very... I don't see a scenario where that would be a good thing or a thing you'd want to do in practice. What we do is we have in the log, like the news or weather or whatever it is, and then we have that cart scheduled, and then we have a script that downloads the latest news and then replaces the file. So at the top of every hour, when it plays news, it plays the same clip, like clip number, but our automated script replaces that cart every hour. So therefore, it plays the latest version of the news, but it's always playing the same number. So that's probably the closest thing that you would do. That is probably what should be doing, as opposed to just dropping a playlist on the thing. I can't imagine a scenario where you'd want to do that. But we do have a situation where we get the latest cart in by simply replacing that cart every time. Yep, Dropbox works. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, is to create a copy of it and give it a name. This recording is your outline. That's a good point. So yes, so thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a safe holiday. Hopefully I'll be back next week. I don't know if I'm going to be doing, well, it depends on the day. I'll probably be going live on Tuesday like normal. It's a big day on Tuesday, and I will talk about it on Tuesday if all goes well. We're replacing a UPS, and a big UPS. So come back for that. See how it goes. If I'm not here on Tuesday, I can guarantee you know why. So yeah, you all have a good night. Thank you again. Peace.